appreciate your comments, and I agree as far as the meetings are concerned. That may be something that maybe this board will look at, and the airport authority board look at, because I feel like if we're going to have airport meetings, we might need to get them back out at the airport. Our citizens have not been out there, and I think that gives us a chance to be there to see what's going on. Ms. Helms, the intergovernmental agreement has come up several times. Ms. Byram also brought that up, and in the meeting that we had a couple of weeks ago was a very frustrating meeting for a lot of us here in this room, and myself. And it took up a lot of our time that I think was unnecessary. And with that being said, Ms. Helms, I agree with you. The intergovernmental agreement was done then. I don't like it. I didn't agree with it, and I voted against it. But with that being said, I've actually been thinking here over the last few weeks since the last meeting that we had, and I'm going to look at maybe there's some things we can bring and change that intergovernmental agreement to kind of help us out as far as both parties, the airport authority, the board of commissioners, the citizens. I've just seen some things with the intergovernmental agreement naturally that I didn't agree with to begin with, but there's been so many things that have come up since then, such as the meetings, such as the air show and different things. And maybe there's some things we can do to amend that intergovernmental agreement. And so I'm going to work on that over the next few weeks, and maybe I can bring something back to this board, the first meeting in April or the second meeting in April, that we can look at and talk about and go from there. I think there are some things that we need to look at, and we need to make some adjustments on that. And then the last thing, and I brought this up last, in case anybody else wanted to say anything about it, was I'm not going to discuss the background checks a whole lot, other than the fact that some of us have been working on that. I agree, the credit card shouldn't have been used. But we have been working on it, and I say that because of this. We got a lot of open records. We sent out the information. I appreciate so much what Rebecca and Ms. Lonnie Skipper here has done to take care of those open records. I know they both worked very hard and tirelessly. Tabitha, so thank you for your efforts in that. All the employees that participated to get those open records out. But I know Mr. Collette and I have done some work on it, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of it and get to a time of healing to move forward and get some answers, because I think there's a lot of people that think maybe their names are out there, and maybe they are, and then I think people need to know. Citizens deserve to know. So I just want you to know that I myself am not ignoring that. I think it's something that we need to address. I don't know if anybody else has anything to say.
Well, I'm the Harville County Commission Chairman. I'm the worst guy up here among all five of us. But I can tell you, when you sit here at this table, and the staff back in the back of the room, and the 700 people that work with me, if somebody extorts money from you, and they send you threatening information about your family, and you have to move out of your home, and you help with the investigation, I'm going to back you 100%. Now, I don't have the names of the people, but I can guarantee you, if I had them, I would not share them, because it's an ongoing investigation. It's a criminal court case. You've all been to see Dick Donovan. You all know what Dick told you. And I said, Dick, do you want me to say anything else other than what I said? Is I will not make that available. There is a case in court. The gentleman was captured. He bonded out of jail, and the background checks that Mike Jones ran against people, I have no idea who they are. But I can tell you that if I did know, until this case is over, I would not share them, because it would hurt the case. So all 700 people that work for Baldwin County, you know I've got your back, and you know that I would not share that information, especially when the district attorney tells me not to. And I said, Dick, I don't even have that information, but I'm accused of knowing. He said, it doesn't matter. There's a case, a felony case in court coming up in April. So I'm going to tell you again, I have no idea who the people were that were investigating. But if you had to be like me and have your home invaded and things stolen from you, I don't have one lead unless I got in and did it myself. These gentlemen don't have time to work a break-in and those type of things. And Mike did a lot of his own investigation and turned over evidence to them that they caught the guy. So, you know, that's all we're going to say about this until this court case comes up with Dick Donovan. And other than to say, for all of those that work with me and for me, I've got your back.